Hello, I'm Dennis Pullin. One of my favorite parts about being president and CEO of Virtua Health is getting to know our colleagues and the many ways they are here for good. Each person contributes to healthy communities, and each person has a story to tell. Let's meet one. So Claire, thanks for joining me today on the Inside edition of Here for Good.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored.
Well, I'm the one that's honored. So I know that you work in HR. So tell me a little bit about how long have you worked in HR and sort of what's your primary duties?
So I've been here for 16 years and in HR the whole time.
Okay.
I'm the manager for the leave of absence team. So we oversee all leave of absences across the organization.
So what in particular about your role do you find the most rewarding?
Well, I love walking alongside people because we have people who are going on leave for a joyous reason, like a maternity leave, but many are also for unexpected illnesses and injuries and something that they weren't prepared for. So helping them to understand the ins and outs, to kind of walk through the process with them and just be a listening ear is really what I enjoy most about what we get to do.
So you get to participate in the journey with
Yeah.
a lot of our colleagues, some good and, as you say, sometimes not. Your background was not always in HR, correct?
It wasn't. I started out in social work.
Tell me how you sort of went from social work to, obviously there's still a lot of that in what you do,
Yes.
but how did you sort of make the change?
Worked in social work for a number of years, walking alongside families, in particular young moms. But it just became very difficult in social work. A lot of times people need to step away. And so it kind
Well,
of,
what made you go into social work to begin with?
I just have a heart for people and just really love, walking alongside them. I think being able to be a support and a resource is just kind of just always been in my nature.
But to your point, that can start to wear on your bed and take a little from you, and so you thought it'd be a good idea to step away.
Yeah, so I took a step back and just found myself in human resources, just through an opening, and didn't really even know what human resources was.
Really?
No, and just grew to love it, truthfully, and got to do a lot of different things through my journey. And once I fell into leave of absence, it really was a natural fit.
You found your space.
Yeah.
I know that you are a part of a mentoring group for young parents.
Yeah, yes. Back in 2019, we were launched a program called Young Lives. So Young Lives is a part of an international organization called Young Life, and it's this particular aspect we serve teen parents. And so I was able to, with a group of other people, kind of get this mentoring program off the ground.
So what's sort of the primary goals and the activities of the mentoring group?
So we meet twice a month, and we it's an opportunity for parents to come together because a lot of teen parents will say that when they became a parent, they lost their friends because they're in a unique place in life. And so this is a place where they can relate to others. Many of our moms come from places where they might have food insecurity and different struggles. So we provide a nice meal for them and then also a meal that they can take home. And we do games and activities. We have parenting tips. And as a faith program, we do share a faith message. And it's a place for girls to really, and now dads have come too, but to really find that support and amongst each other, but then amongst adults who care for them as well.
So what motivated you to start a mentoring group for young parents?
It was always stirring in my heart. Can't explain it, but just something I always felt a desire for. And then I think even more so after I had my own kids, seeing the need to have support around you. So once my kids got a little bit older and I felt like I was a place to be able to kind of begin that journey, started reaching out in 2018, kind of getting a team together, and then we were able to launch in 2019.
What has been some of the takeaways for these young parents, some of the things that you feel, they left with as a result of being a part of this? I just find this such a fascinating group
Yeah.
and topic.
Yeah. Well, I will say one of the hard things, Dennis, is that their outside lives don't look different. So we can't change their environment, right? So that is one of the hardest parts is that sometimes their lives don't look a whole lot different in the ways that we would hope.
Do you provide them with tools to cope?
So we will be a resource for them in whatever capacity we can. So we work to get them enrolled in school and taking them to doctor's appointments, helping them with practical resources like diapers and baby items, connecting them with other local health care or mental health services. We're not the experts in those fields. We have to tap into those. So that's really our goal, is to really walk alongside and help partner them with the people who are the experts who can help them even more long term.
Well, I just think it's such a phenomenal resource to provide for them. And that is truly, I think, inspirational work. What are your hobbies and interests outside of that and outside of work?
I have 2 teenage kids, so I'm following them around, taking them to their activities and navigating that aspect of life. But I'm also a DIYer, so I enjoy doing house projects, which I also kind of kicked off, I guess, in the pandemic. I've really grown to enjoy it. And I think when you can see your accomplished work and it's like something you feel really proud of.
How do you explain to your kids, how old are they?
11 and 14.
How do you explain to them what you do at work?
Well, I talk to them they understand about maternity leave when people have babies, or, I talk to them if people get sick. So I explain to them like that they need to be away from work. So our team really helps them to manage the time away from work, but also to get paid, because most people can't be away from work. You work to get paid, right?
Right.
So that's a big part that our team helps with, to make sure that people know about the resources and walk them through that process.
And they get it?
Maybe.
Maybe. So if you had to go to one of their schools for a career day and stand up in front of the class, share with me how you would talk about human resources.
So one of the great things is we take care of the people who take care of the people in our community. We're not doing, like in a hospital setting, we're not doing direct patient care, but we're caring for those who are. And that's so important, because they need to have the resources they need so that they're taken care of, so that they can take care of other people. So in my world, we're also under the benefits umbrella. So like their health care and things like that, all of those things are important so that they are well and can now care for other people who need to be cared for.
You are part of the group that provide care for the care providers,
Yes,
which I think is great, because we truly look at our colleagues, our people, are our greatest resources as an organization. And it's the thing that makes us special and unique. Is there anything that you would like your other colleagues at Virtua to know about your department, your colleagues, the things that you guys do that perhaps they don't know, or perhaps I don't know?
Well, I would say my team in particular is amazing. They really care, and they really try to do a thorough job to make sure that our employees have what they need. Navigating, like I said, the pay component is really important. We do our best to really help prepare people and walk them through those steps. And then on the side here, we also manage putting in their time. So we enter all of payroll for people who are on leave of absence. So the thousands of people.
That's a lot. Yeah.
So we make sure their API is correct, so they don't have to worry about that side of it.
Well, I am so glad that we are fortunate to have you and those like you to do those things. It's what makes Virtua a special place. And so thank you so much for joining me on Here for Good.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, this has been another wonderful conversation with one of our special colleagues. So please tune in again as we continue down the path of this journey of being here for good.